Welcome to North Georgia News Now. I'm Adrienne Orell. Happy Independence Day. Coming up in today's local news, Dalton has seen a rise in unemployment. Community officials are working on a plan to get broadband internet access to all residents. Several local animal shelters have received grant funding for spay and neuter programs. We'll get a look at the Humane Society of Northwest Georgia's Pet of the Week, and later, special guest Charles Wright is here to bring a little bit of magic to the WDNN studio. And Shane Franks will be here to share the community calendar. But first, here's your local weather.
Today's local weather is brought to you by Built Well Bank.
Welcome back to your local news. Dalton is experiencing a rise in unemployment. According to Georgia Labor Commissioner Bruce Thompson, Dalton recorded an unemployment rate of 4.0% in May, up 0.1% over the previous month. A year ago, the rate was 3.6%. We are witnessing a shift within Georgia's retail sector and several major industries as companies change the way they do business, said Thompson. Alongside these industry changes, there is a growing influx of students and recent college graduates entering the job market, pursuing both temporary and full-time employment. This seasonal increase in workforce participation significantly impacts summertime unemployment rates across communities statewide, he explained. The labor force decreased in Dalton by 149 and ended the month with 59,959. The number went up by 1,280 when compared to May of 2023. Dalton finished the month with 57,565 employed residents. That number decreased by 226 over the previous month and rose by 1,017 when compared to the same time last year. Dalton ended the month of May with 69,100 jobs. Jobs decreased by 100 over the previous month and rose by 900 when compared to this time last year. In May, initial data showed a decrease of 726, or about 66% in Dalton. When you compare May of 2024 to May of 2023, claims show numbers were down by 190, or about 34%. Dalton's unemployment rates were also echoed in the Northwest Georgia Regional Commission numbers. The commission is made up of a 15-county area in Northwest Georgia, including both Whitfield and Murray counties. The region's unemployment rate was up by 0.5% over April's numbers at 3.3%. The labor force was up to 448,404, an all-time high and an increase of 12,958 over May of 2023. A community listening session was recently held concerning broadband internet access in Dalton. During the meeting, Whitfield County Board of Commissioners Chairman Jevin Jensen and County Consultant Jake Bearden were able to hear from members of the public about internet access and broadband projects. Broadband drives innovation, job growth, and income growth, and it helps citizens participate with their government as we've been investing and converting Whitfield County into a digital government, said Jensen. It gives them options for medical, health, and well-being. It's really become required. Just like power, water, sewer, or septic, you also need broadband. It's that critical, Jensen added. He said no resident within the county should be left behind when it comes to broadband internet access. Whitfield County was recently awarded a $30,000 grant in March from Connect Humanity's Appalachian Digital Accelerator Initiative. According to Connect Humanity's website, much of the Appalachia lacks proper digital infrastructure, which can stunt social and economic growth in communities. In order to accelerate internet access, Connect Humanity and the Appalachian Regional Commission partner to support some of Appalachia's least connected communities and help build the infrastructure needed to successfully participate in a digital society. Bearden said most Whitfield County residents have some sort of internet connection, whether it be through a subscriber line, a high-speed digital subscriber line, wireless, mobile, hotspot, or a fiber connection. But what we see is that not everyone can afford to connect to those services. Not everyone has a device that connects to those services, he said. So that's what this grant is about. It's about finding what our community needs so that we can put together a plan to go after these further grants that will help us, Bearden explained. He also said that a potential plan could include putting more fiber underground, expanding wireless services, or partnering with nonprofit organizations. According to Jensen, the listening session was the first step in the journey to build on the broadband grant and hopefully win additional grants. The next step is for us to come back before the end of August with the actual plan and let the public review that plan and give us feedback, he said. Then I believe we will submit it based on any changes after that in September, Jensen added. The Georgia Department of Agriculture has announced its grant award recipients for the 2024 Dog and Cat Sterilization Program. Each year, thousands of friendly dogs and cats are euthanized due to the tragic problem of overpopulation. Spaying and neutering animals helps reduce this problem. The Georgia Department of Agriculture's grants help reduce the strain of overpopulation on animal shelters by providing financial assistance for low-cost spay and neuter programs across the state. In 2003, the Georgia General Assembly established the Dog and Cat Reproduction Sterilization Support Program to subsidize spaying and neutering procedures for dogs and cats. This initiative led to the Dog and Cat Sterilization Program. Since its inception, thousands of sterilization procedures have been performed by Georgia veterinarians thanks to the DSCP's grant. Funding for the program is generated through the sale of specialized dog and cat license plates. These plates are obtainable at local tag offices or through contributions made by checking the box on Georgia state tax returns. The department received nearly 170 applications and issued 93 awards ranging between $1,000 and $20,000 based on the applicant's needs. Dalton Humane Society of Northwest Georgia received a grant of $12,000. The Whitfield County Animal Shelter received $4,000 in funding, and the Murray County Humane Society received a grant for $3,000. I'm excited to congratulate the more than 90 organizations who were selected to receive this year's DCSP grant awards and thank them for the work they do every single day to ensure Georgia's shelter pets receive the humane care they deserve, said Georgia Agriculture Commissioner Tyler Harper. The Dog and Cat Sterilization Program is vital as we work to address animal overpopulation in our state, and we look forward to ensuring the program's continued success for years to come. The Dalton-Whitfield County Public Library has announced that it will soon begin charging a fee for usage of electric vehicle charging stations. The $3 per hour rate went into effect on July 1st. The library installed 2 tethered J1772 Level 2 commercial 48 amp 11.5 kilowatt chargers back in April and has been allowing patrons to use them free of charge since they went live on March 1st. In just a few short months, the library says the chargers have been used by 217 patrons. We've been thrilled with the response so far, said Darla Chambliss, director of the Northwest Georgia Regional Library System. Chambliss said that one of the main reasons for installing the charging stations is so that patrons can read a book or use a computer while charging their vehicles. Most of our patrons to date spend a little over an hour plugged into the chargers, said Chambliss. She pointed out that the library is not in the business of making money. Our board felt like $3 was a nominal fee to provide the service, she said. We will continue to monitor everything and make adjustments as needed, but so far patrons seem happy to have the service. The library provides many other services as well, including internet access, a technology lab, a tech lab classroom, meeting room, tutoring rooms, and other amenities. Grant awards like the DSCP's Dog and Cat Sterilization Program benefit local animals like Jenga, our Humane Society of Northwest Georgia's Pet of the Week. Jenga is a stunning heeler and Australian Kelpie mix. She is fun, loving, and loyal. She gets along great with people and other dogs. She's also very smart and has mastered several impressive commands. Jenga is about 2 years old and weighs around 35 pounds, making her a great size to fit any lifestyle. She has a lot of energy and would do best in a home with a fenced-in yard where she can run, explore, and play. She loves going for walks and playing fetch. Come visit Jenga and other adoptable pets during adoption hours on Fridays from 3 to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Humane Society of Northwest Georgia is located at 1210 Veterans Drive in Dalton. If you'd like to give Jenga her forever home, you can visit hsnwga.org to apply. When we return, we'll have a special treat. Charles Wright, corporate entertainer, realtor, and professional photographer, will take the WDNN stage to perform a few magic tricks for us. Later, Shane Franks will share the WDNN community calendar. Stay tuned. Okay, Charles, I heard you have a little bit of magic to show us, so go ahead and tell me about your act and what you do.
Awesome. Yes, I love entertaining, especially corporate clients, and then, of course, my clients who are real estate clients, I get to entertain them as well. We get to have some fun magic on the way. when I was called to do this event or show tonight, it was just, I got really excited about it. And when you get really excited about something, you have dreams about it, right? Well, I had a dream that we were standing here and we did a card trick. And I saw which card that you chose.
Okay.
And so when I woke up the next morning, I thought, I went and I looked for a old card that kind of matched the one that you chose. Started hammering it into the table. My wife woke up and she's like, "What in the world are you doing?"
No.
I said, it's for a trick, I promise. But anyway, so I guess we're going furniture shopping later on. Anyhow, the card that I saw you choose in my dream was the 4 of diamonds. And you see, I've got it nailed there to the table.
I do.
And it's just, let's see if we can't make the dream a reality today, okay? Let's see here. We're just going to set it right here for the time being. And I'm going to have you choose a card.
Okay.
Now, I'll give them a quick cut. That fair?
I think so.
All right. All you got to do is just tell me when to stop.
Okay.
And you'll be choosing the card.
Stop.
Right there? All right. Now, let's take it see if the dream is going to come true.
Okay.
It's the King of Clubs. Oh, wow.
I'm so sorry.
And I know it's like, we're on TV and it's the 4th of July and everything's just...
It's okay.
I tell you what, let's make it really, truly magical.
Okay.
We're going to take the King of Clubs and the picture with the 4 in it.
Okay.
And I want to give it just a kind of a little bit of a squeeze so that the King of Clubs is now inside the picture and the 4 of diamonds is out. And
there's a nail hole in it. How'd you do that?
it's just cool. It came to me in a dream.
Must be magic.
So another one I wanted to show you. Do you like to read?
Yes, of course.
Awesome. My wife loves reading. She tells me how magical it is, how the stories create their own magic.
Right.
And so I want to create a little bit of magic with a book.
Okay.
I'm just going to have you set this right over here.
All right.
And I'm going to set the card case right there just so that it doesn't go anywhere. Now, I have a book here. It looks like it's a New York best-time seller. And I've got a bookmark. Obviously, I use a playing card as my bookmark.
Right.
And I want to go back and forth.
Okay.
And you're going to tell me where to stop at. But I want this to be really, truly random.
Okay.
So I want you to close your eyes and don't worry. Everybody out there in TV land is going to make sure that I don't cheat. So I'm going to start going back and forth now. And when you feel ready, you tell me where to stop. And that's how you'll pick a word from this book.
Okay. Stop.
Okay. Okay. You can open your eyes. Oh, great. So I want to open it up. And you just read the page number and the first word on the page.
Okay.
Out loud. It's okay. I've seen the trick before.
Okay. 132 year.
Okay. 132 year. All right. So we said that books really create magic, correct? And I want you to go on a little magical journey with me right now.
Okay.
You chose a page randomly, page 132, and the first word on the page was?
Year.
Year. Now, the journey is this. I'm going to kind of tell a story.
Okay.
My wife and I was on a trip, and she had already finished one book that she took with her, and she said she wanted another one. So we go into a bookshop, and I run across this book, and for some reason, I'm flipping through, and I stop at page 132, and I thought, I've got this feeling. So something weird, I start tearing out page 132, and I look at the first word, and it's year, and I get out a magic marker, and I write year on it, and I'm looking at it, and as I'm looking at it, all of a sudden, it disappears. Now, before you randomly chose the word, I set that envelope over there. I have not
Right.
touched it since. Even, we set it over there, no way that I could do anything with that, correct?
Right.
If you don't mind, open up that envelope.
Okay. Page 132, year.
Now, that's pretty amazing, right?
That's pretty impressive.
Well, thank you, thank you. Now, as I said, this is like a real magical journey,
Right.
correct? So I set the book down. If you don't mind, you can pick up the book
Okay,
and you can look. You saw page 132.
I did.
Okay, go ahead and find page 132.
It's gone. It was
it
right
gone?
here.
Can you make and see if the page actually matches?
It's a perfect match. Like a puzzle.
Thank you very much for having me.
Of course.
I really love doing magic. It helps me in both, the real estate world,
Right.
as well as I get to go perform for some amazing corporate companies.
Awesome.
And but thank y'all for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much for coming in, and I'll spend the rest of my day trying to figure out what went on here.
Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Happy 4th. What an entertaining performance. Thank you for that, Charles. Charles has over 20 years of experience as a corporate entertainer. In addition to performing, he is also a professional photographer and a realtor at Realty One Group Edge. You can find more information about Charles by visiting him on Facebook and Instagram. Coming up, Shane Franks will share WDNN's community calendar. But first, here are the obituaries.
Welcome back. It's time for WDNN's Community Calendar. Here are some things that are going around in your area. Christy Temples of Finding Grace in the Wilderness Ministry and of WDNN's television will join the Rains family for 3 nights of prayer and praise on July 11th, 18th, and 25th from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. The event is located at the BB&T City Park in Calhoun on 308 North Wall Street. This event is free and open to everyone, so be sure to stop by for this event. For more information, email findinggraceinthewilderness777@gmail.com today. Join the 4th annual Catoosa County Run White and Blue 5K road race and 1 mile fun run. And this year's race promises to be bigger and better than ever before. Located at 264 Catoosa Circle, start and finish right next to the Catoosa County College and Career Academy on the Benton Place campus, and enjoy a rolling course of streets and neighborhoods. The 1 mile fun run is a perfect opportunity for families and beginners to join in on the fun. As you run or walk, you'll be surrounded by a supportive community cheering you on every step of the way as you help support local businesses in Catoosa County. Registration is required and walk-ins will not be accepted. To register or to learn more information, call 706-965-5201 today. Join Get Moving Walk every other Tuesday for a group walk through the forest of Audubon Acres. Take a delightful bi-weekly stroll through the serene pathways. This is a leisurely walk designed for all ages and fitness levels. This isn't about speed or distance. It's about enjoying the fresh air, engaging in light conversation, and embracing the beauty of our surroundings. Whether you're an avid walker or simply seeking a relaxing outing, this is the perfect opportunity to connect with neighbors and nature. Remember, comfortable shoes and a spirit of camaraderie are all you need to join in for the fun. The date is every other Tuesday beginning at 4:30 p.m. The location is at Audubon Acres. Visitor Center attire is comfortable clothing, footwear, and come join and take gentle strides, unwind, and foster a sense of community with every step. This event is free with no admission. No need to register beforehand. This will take place rain or shine, barring significant weather. If you have any questions, please call 423-892-1499 for more information. If you'd like to submit information on your event for North Georgia News Now's community calendar, send an email to info@wdnntv.com. And that's it for this edition of North Georgia News Now. Be sure to visit us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And as always, thank you for watching.